I'm Colton Havens, and this is my story. I was born in Colorado, Delta, Colorado. I'm one out of 6 kids. I'm actually the second youngest. There's 3 boys and 3 girls. We were raised on a small farm, providing for ourselves and our families because Dad had his own business and work in a job. Mom cut hair and took after the kids. Well, with 6 of us, you know that it was always hard to make ends meet, and so we raised cattle, pigs, took them to 4-H, cut them up, and we ate them. Gave me the circle of life. In this meantime, remind you that I was a shithead. Picking fights at school, beating up teachers, you name it, I probably did it at a young age. Fast forward to 6th grade. My family splits up and we moved to Utah. Now, in Utah, it was just my mom and 3 of us kids. The other 3 were grown up and out of the house. Well, to provide for us, my mom worked 3 jobs. And this is when I started to grow up, kinda. One day I go to my mom and I ask for, hey, can I get X, Y, and Z? I don't remember what I was asking for. And my mom says, listen. She sits me down. She gets really real. She goes, look, this is how much money I make. This is how much money I have to spend for rent, for food, for car, for insurance. And this is how much money I have left over. And she said something very, very important to me. She said, my responsibility is to put clothes on your back, food in your belly, and a roof on your head. Anything other than that, you have to find a way to pay for it. You can have anything you want as long as you find a way to pay for it. So I got to work, started working. I was working hard since I was raised on a farm already, so I wasn't new to hard work. So I started shoveling snow. I started cutting people's lawns. I started doing any odd job I could do at my age. I was also wrestling full time, going to 6 a.m. morning practice, after school practice, and then I got my first real job at Wendy's, and I would work part time after wrestling practice from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. or midnight, and then I would go back to wrestling practice 6 a.m. in the morning, and I did that for over 4 years. Fast forward to college, I got a small scholarship to go wrestle. Well, before I left high school, I was stupid, got in a fight with a friend of mine, broke his face, and we had to pay $14,000 for reconstructive surgery, and I had to leave college early to go pay medical bills. Talk about throwing myself into the adult life. I started working in the oil field because it was the only thing that I could earn money fast enough to get it done in a year to go back to college. In this time, I realized, hey, I started asking important questions. Do I want this person's life? 9 times out of 10, I didn't want any of their lives, okay? Especially in the oil field. Then I get out of college and I moved to Denver with my brother. I pick up Buffalo Wild Wings because this was the first job that I could get. Hated every minute. Started looking for new gigs. I found out that you can get paid to talk to people. So I started as a sales rep in the malls. I worked my way up. I bought into that franchise and I started running a photography franchise across the country. I'm out of time. Comment part 2 if you want it.